We are 10:35 in the morning, February 7th, 2024. This brings me back as we're approaching 5 points away from SPX 5000. Brings me back on Valentine's Day, 1997. I'm a CPA, been a CPA for 2 years, working for my father-in-law. Got a 2-year-old daughter, going 3. And I spend 2 years working for him. And I'm getting paid a $25,000 a year salary. Now, his daughter, 1 year left in college because we had our baby. And then she does 1 year of internship with the Florida Panthers. So the 1 year internship, I got fucking killer hockey seats. But she wasn't getting paid. So we were living off my salary. SPY right up here at 498. And where's our QQQ again? QQQ 432.69. Just broke that 431.61 I wanted. So anyway, long story short, we merged with a big group. And this group is able to do SEC filings. So I am fucking delighted. Look over here at Google, just touching the ER gap. So anyway, get into this larger firm, and for the first month, they want to test me out. So got the very strict head partner, just checking all my work, and got the more lenient partner taking me to strip clubs for lunch. Meta, not yet into that earnings gap, just hanging there, 468. Child pornography, big money maker. Meta. So weird how those two substances went into each other. Partner taking me to strip clubs and Meta. So anyway, the partners call me into a meeting and they tell me, okay, so we've assessed, what your strengths and assets or weaknesses are. And we don't really see any weaknesses, but for the first year, Tesla still can't get up to that 194. For the first year, we're going to put you on a $125,000 salary. And my mouth hit the floor. A lot of you guys have done one-on-one calls with me. I've shared this story with you. So anyway, my mouth hits the floor and I'm fucking in tears. Now, I'm in tears with a shaved head, a goatee, driving a fucking souped-up lowrider Honda Civic. I'm 26, 27 years old, something like that, 25. And I got a bowl packed with weed in my car. So that's the kind of person I am back then. And I break down, I'm breaking down in tears. I'm getting 125 grand fucking a year. It's a 5-time fucking raise. So they freak out and they're like, well, what are you talking about? Like, dude, that's a huge raise. And they go, well, no, it's not. It shows here on our records that you only made, or that you were making 100,000 already. I go, no, I wasn't. I'll show you my W-2s, and what called the father-in-law in. Hey, yeah, so your son-in-law, yeah, good worker, yeah, great. Trust him with anything. Yeah. So why were you only paying him $25,000 a year, but you reported $100,000 a year on salary, and he's the employee? Oh, well, my wife was taking a draw. Her draw was $75,000 for the year, so it's under employee salary. And so they go, so you were paying this guy 25 grand a year, and he did the work of this fucking $250,000, $300,000 fucking business that we just merged with? Or sorry, $3 million business that we merged, $250 million. And his face starts turning white, and we didn't like each other to begin with. So I go downstairs, I get in the car, I smoke my bowl, I go on the highway, I'm doing about 125 miles an hour. I go to the car dealership, I buy my wife a Mercedes. It's a used Mercedes, but it's a cream puff, 1997 or 1985, 12 years old. It's got 12,500 miles on it. Beautiful. Drove it home Valentine's Day. Sweetheart, happy Valentine's Day. I love you. I go into work the very next day and I said, you know what, guys? Fuck you. I quit. And I walked out. And that was the beginning of how I got into this game that we are in right now. This game of running these sites for 13, 14 years now, running the option trading site for about 8 years now, finally living in paradise. I have everything I could ever fucking want. Yet here I am. It is 10:40 in the morning on the East Coast, 11:40 at night my time. The closing bell will be at 5 a.m. My wife is asleep in my gorgeous fucking bedroom while I'm going to be here in front of the computer with a bunch of fucking Robin Hood pikers, short-term viewed traders that all want to make money right now, right here, because we just went up 10 points higher than where we had been, where the bigger, broader, wider view is sitting there staring you in the face to just go sit back and buy time. Now, we have been waiting for this drop to take place for the better course of about 2 months. November definitely should have been topped, and then all of this that we have had here for this extended run is just making it more and more aggravating for a lot of these shorter termed, younger traders. And I have to ask myself, is it fucking worth it for me to have to put up with anonymous personalities in a fucking real life chat room? And the answer continues to lean very, very strongly to go find someplace else, man. I'd rather have 50-year-old plus guys that want to make 20, 30% a day, happy to be right, 220, 210, 225 of the 250 trading sessions when it comes to zero DTE, than to have a whole bunch of little fucking pricks mocking you about the 15, 20, 25 zero DTE days that you're wrong, and the bigger, broader, wider time frames that, well, we haven't made it yet here. Uber, it's a fucking new NVIDIA. Guys, it's a lot of money to be made. I can tell you one thing, and I hate to say this. I do hate to say this because it really does sound like you're being a fucking dick. But you need me. I don't need you. I can put out a couple tweets, 2 videos. I can replace you in 5 minutes. If you don't see the value in what you're getting out of this, fuck off. Go somewhere else.